Hi, in this guide I'll be showing you how to take care of the hot tub and how to treat it before and after you get into it and everything that you will need to know. Alright, so firstly you'll need to take some firewood from inside because this is extra dry. So you can just take a few of these with you out, and also you need something that you can start the fire with. I have some paper in the bottom of this bag. Before you start the fire, make sure that there is water in the hot tub, because if you would make a fire without the water in, everything will break. Alright, so there's water in here, and more specifically the water must be over that outlet, or else the whole fireplace will break. It can be quite difficult to get the fire going, so you need a lot of paper and light burn material to really make sure that it gets going. It can take quite a while. There's really no need to close this hatchet while you're heating the hot tub. So this can be left a little bit open while you're trying to get the hot tub to a good degree. When you have reached about 38 degrees, it can be good to shut this a little bit, because or else it will keep getting hotter and hotter, and you won't be able to be in the hot tub because it gets too hot. These big ones here are very good to keep the fire going for a long time, but you need smaller pieces to make sure these burn as much as is needed for the hot tub. To get the wood dry and hot that has been outside, you can put it here in the top like this. Some pieces don't fit, but you can slide them in like this, and also put a few pieces like this. Right now it's raining outside, but as long as it doesn't rain, this is very good, because there's a lot of heat getting up onto the firewood, and it will get drier and hotter, and then you can just put it in and it will burn more. You can get the hot tub quite hot quite fast, maybe around 2-3 hours, but you need to constantly throw in wood. If you use mist for like 30 minutes, you will lose that time, and the hot tub won't really get hotter. So you maybe every 20 minutes you need to go out here and just throw more wood in. The absolute best way is to just stand here outside and just throw in wood as soon as it's starting to go down with the fire. You just throw in more wood. This is the best way, because then it's the fastest way to get the hot tub to the right degree. It's even okay to just push in a few bits of wood and just leave it like this, and just push it further in as you can. Alright, so I think that's all the tips I have for keeping the fire going and alive. The last thing I want to talk about when we're outside here is the water pump. As you can see, there's a cord here to the blue water pump. Depending on your visit, you will either have to deal with this pump or not. If you're just here for a weekend, you can skip this step, because you won't be dealing with the pump. But if you're here for longer, you will need to handle the water pump. What I want to say about that is it's okay to leave the water pump inside while you're heating the hot tub up, but as soon as you reach about 30 degrees, it's important to first disconnect the cord here and then take the pump out. The reason for this is the pump can't handle 38 degrees, it will break. So you will need to take this out around 30 degrees, but it's very good to have it inside while you're heating the hot tub, because it makes the hot tub warmer faster because it circulates the water inside. But as soon as you reach around 30 degrees, you need to take it out. Alright, so we're back inside and we're to get hot. And we both have a thermometer inside the water, in the hot tub. So you can go out and check the temperature if you want to. But have an application here to actually check the temperature in the pool. So if you go into the EcoWit app, you will see here that it says indoor, this is temperature inside, and this is the pool temperature. It's 8.3 degrees Celsius. If I click on the little yellow icon, I can see how hot it has been during the day, 24 hours and weekly. And this will skyrocket now when you heat the pool up. But one thing to make sure to keep in mind is that you don't want the pool to go over 40 degrees. For the first, it's you won't be able to hop in the hot tub. It will be too hot for you. It's not possible, and it will take time to cool it down. But it's also not recommended from the many hot tub to let the pool go over 38, 39 degrees. So it's not good for the hot tub to reach too high of a temperature. So try and make sure that you don't put in too much firewood so it gets hot. A good rule is that when the app here says maybe 35 degrees, don't put in any more firewood, because it will very fast go up to 38 degrees, which is 37, 38 is the best temperature for hopping in the hot tub. Alright, so when the hot tub reaches around 35 degrees, you will be able to soon jump into the pool. Make sure that you shower before. The pool has a cleaning system, but the cleaning is not as effective as a normal pool where you can have a much stronger disinfectant in the pool. The reason for this is that the hot tub here, the stove, the fireplace, it can't handle too strong detergents. So it's very important to take a shower before you jump in, because then the water will last for longer. Alright, so when the hot tub has reached around 30 degrees in the app, see here it's 9.1. The temperature has risen a little bit since last time we checked it, but when it is around 30 degrees, you will need to close off the water pump if this applies to you. So then you'll go into the Smart Life app or use the widget shortcut, but I'll go into the application here. And here you can see it says vattenpump and värmekabel. It's basically water pump and heat cable. You don't have to care about the heat cable. It's usually not something you have to worry about. It can just be turned off. But the water pump, which is inside of the hot tub, is currently on. And to close it off, you just do like that, and it's closed off. After that, you can go outside and take out the water pump. So you just open up the hot tub and you lift the water pump out. And if there is not so cold outside, so if it's not freezing cold, then you don't have to take the water pump in. You can just place it beside the hot tub. you don't have to move it any longer. And when you are finished using the hot tub, you can put the water pump back in and make sure the pump is drenched properly. I will show you how to do it. Put the lid back on and start the cleaning system again here on a water pump. All right, so when you need to take out the water pump, you just go here, and right now it's turned on, but you will just lift it outside, and you can just put it somewhere here if it's not freezing. If it's freezing, then you need to unplug it here. Then you need to unplug this and take everything inside. This is the Wi-Fi hub, so this is the part that makes it possible to control it from the application on the SmartPad. When you put this back, when you need to use it again, if the water level is too low, this part won't be able to take in water, and the whole thing will be will start to float up and take in air. This is a water pump. It needs water to function. If it takes in air, it will break. So when you put it in, you need to push it down properly and make sure it's very much in the water, and start it and make sure that it works as shown here. If it starts to flow up like this, see here, then the water goes out and takes in air, and this is not good for it, and it will break. Then it will look like this. This is not good. This is not good. So you need to push it down very much, so make sure that it's under the water. And this is on the edge of how much water is needed. Yeah, you can see here that it doesn't want to work as it should right now. All right, so let's see if it works now. Okay, so this means that the water level is too low, so I will actually fill up the water a little bit. It's usually enough to take maybe 2 or 3 buckets of water and fill it up, and I will show you how to do it. But this is a good example what can happen, and if this happens, the water pump will break, just so you know. The bucket is in the bathroom. All right, so to recap, check water level, so it's a lot of water before starting the fire. When you start the fire, you need to keep it going quite heavily to make sure that it burns a lot, so it will be hot a lot faster. When it reaches 30 degrees, take out the water pump, and then you will need to close off the water pump before you take it out. Shower before jumping in the hot tub. When you're done, put in the water pump again and make sure that it's filled with water before turning it on. And when you have turned it on, make sure that it doesn't empty itself on water and starts to flow up and take in air, because then it will break. And the last step, which I haven't mentioned, is to put in maybe 2 scoops of this in the pool. To fill it up, you just turn it upside down, turn it back off, and open the lid and pour it in. Put the lid on again, turn it upside down, and it will fill up this area here, and then screw off the top part and put in it again. So maybe 2 scoops is good enough. Alright, so this guide is used to make sure that you do everything correctly and that you will be able to jump in the hot tub as soon as possible, because we have had problems with guests not getting the right temperature, and it's either not get hot enough fast enough, or it gets too hot. And I hope these tips and tricks will help you have a better experience.